Dear viewers, Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, Constitution Day observed at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. Director Personal SAIL visits Rourkela Steel Plant and interacts with employees today.
Contract labour awarded at new plate mill of Rourkela Steel Plant for commendable contribution. Annual Science and Arts and Crafts exhibition organized at RSP's Ispat Vidya Mandir.
First consignment of special thinner gadgets steel 0.3 mm gauze galvanized sheets flagged off at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. Synergy Lok Sanskritik mahotsav organized by Rourkela Steel Plant in Vizag block. Lakshmi SHG group of Sarubahal village emerges champion.
SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant intensifies efforts for the implementation and governance of safety management system under Project Nishchay. 17th Inter-School Science Exhibition held at Ispat English Medium School of RSP.
Prayas program organized for contract workers of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. Fond farewell accorded to employees on superannuation at RSP.
Headlines today. Chairman SAIL inaugurates the Pavilion of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant in Make in Odisha Conclave 2022. SMS1 of Sale Rourkela Steel Plant registers new single-day crude steel production record.
Headlines today. Competitions for ED Works Skill Excellence Award commences at HRDC. Synergy Lok Sanskritik Mahotsav organized by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant in Kwarmunda block.
Right. Now the news in detail. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant joined the rest of the nation in observing the Constitution Day on 26 November. Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, Director in charge, led the pledge taking ceremony organized at the Manthan Conference Hall. Similar pledge taking ceremonies were organized at important offices and across different departments of the plant, in which executive directors, senior officers, cross-section of executives and employees took the constitutional pledge. The preamble read on the occasion was, "We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution." Mr. K.K. Singh, Director Personnel, SAIL, who is in a 2-day visit to Rourkela, visited different units of Rourkela Steel Plant and also interacted with employees. On 26 November morning, a tree plantation program was organized at the Indira Gandhi Park near the Doll Museum. Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, Director in charge, RSP, planted sapling along with Mr. K.K. Singh. Mr. Samir Swarup, ED Personnel, Corporate Office SAIL, Mr. P.K. Satpathy, ED P&A, RSP, and heads of personnel of different units of SAIL also joined the DIC in planting trees. Thereafter, Mr. K.K. Singh and other visiting dignitaries went to the model room of HRD Center, where they were shown and explained about the layout design of RSP by Ms. Rashri Banerjee, CGM HRD. A short video on safety was also screened on the occasion. This was followed by a visit to Hot Strip Mill 2. On their arrival, the team was welcomed by Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works. Also present were Mr. Devabrata Datta, CGM in charge, HSM, Mr. R.K. Muduli, CGM HSM2 and other senior officers of the unit. The visiting dignitaries witnessed the rolling of coils in the newly added state-of-art mill. Thereafter, the director personnel attended a series of meetings at HRD Center in which he interacted with the executives of personnel department and junior executives. While interacting, Mr. Singh stressed upon the role of junior executives as frontline managers. He also touched upon topics like behavioral safety, skill transfer, and the need to review the rules and regulations in the light of fast-changing business scenario. Earlier in the evening of 25th November, Director Personnel interacted with the senior executives of RSP in the presence of Mr. Atanu Bhaume. During the interactions, the Director Personnel praised the people and the performance of RSP and said that RSP is going to show the way to SAIL in the days to come. He also discussed about issues relating to outsourcing, performance appraisal policy, retaining talents and strengthening the ownership amongst employees. Later, he also interacted with the representatives of different trade unions of RSP at Rourkela House.
An award function under the Instant Recognition Scheme for Contract Workers was organized at the New Plate Mill Conference Hall on 25th November 2022. Mr. Pinaki Chaudhary, CGM NPM, presided over the function and presented awards to 12 contract workers engaged in different sections of New Plate Mill. Mr. Neelamani Mahapatra, GM Operation, Mr. R. Naveen, GM Electrical, Mr. Sudhakar Subramaniam, GM Mechanical, Mr. B. Mahato, Assistant Manager Personnel CLC, and many other senior officers and representatives from the agencies were present on the occasion. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Chaudhary emphasized on the role of contract workers in the production and maintenance activities of New Plate Mill. Mr. Neelamani Mahapatra also highlighted the role of contract laborers in the New Plate Mill's success story. Mr. Mahato presented a brief on the Instant Recognition Scheme of RSP. The function was coordinated by Mr. Abhijit Patnaik, Manager, New Plate Mill. The annual Science and Arts and Crafts exhibition was organized at Rourkela Steel Plant's Ispat Vidya Mandir, Sector 19 on 22nd November 2022. Mr. P.K. Das, GM in charge Town Services, was the chief guest and inaugurated the exhibition. Mr. M.K. Agarwal, GM TSEA, NEA, ES, ITS and Education were the guests of honor. Mr. Paresh Chandra Pradhan, Principal Municipal College, Rourkela, was the chief speaker of the function. Mr. Kangar Nayak, Principal IVM and AGM Town Services Education, presided over the function and took the dignitaries around the exhibition where they interacted with the students regarding their projects and encouraged them. The dignitaries presented the prizes to the winners of the exhibition. The students has exhibited 46 science projects and more than 50 exhibits of arts and crafts on the occasion. The exhibits were judged by the panel of judges comprising Mrs. Luna Jaina, Reader and Physics Vedvyas Mahavidyalaya, Mr. Rajat Kumar Pati, STT Chemistry, and Ms. Jyotsna Narani Pari, STT Biology of Ispat English Medium School, Sector 20. At the outset, the principal welcomed the gathering. Ms. Rajlakshmi Sahu, student of Class 12 Arts, proposed a formal vote of thanks, while Mr. Sanidhya Chattar, student of Class 12 Arts, coordinated the function.
The first consignment of 0.3 mm gauze, special galvanized sheet, a special thinner gadget steel rolled at cold rolling mill of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant, was flagged off on 26 November 2022 by Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, Director in charge, RSP. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, Mr. P.K. Satpathy, DP&A, Mr. Kartike Behra, CGM, CRM, SSM and PP. Other CGMs and senior officers of the plant as well as employees of the department were present on the occasion. Notably, Rourkela Steel Plant has started production of 0.3 mm thin galvanized plain sheets for the first time, and 50 tons of 0.3 mm GP sheets have been made in the cold rolling mill. With the production of this critical grade and size of GP sheets, the plant will be able to cater to a broader market segment. Mr. Bhumik praised the collective for the achievements and said that with rolling of 0.3 mm gauze special galvanized sheet, RSP would be able to enter a broader market segment. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi and Mr. P.K. Satpathy too congratulated the employees for the stupendous success. It is worth mentioning here that for rolling of 0.3 mm thin GP sheets, steel with restricted chemistry is made in steel melting shops. Thereafter, the slabs are rolled in hot strip mill and passed through pickling line, cold reduction mill, tandem mill and galvanizing lines. This thinner section GP sheets find application mainly in packaging and ducting. 30 dance troupes from different villages of Vizag block enthusiastically participated in the zonal level competition of Synergy Lok Sanskritik Mahotsav organized by the CSR Department of Rourkela Steel Plant at Koparanda Village on 26 November 2022. Mr. Somnath Tripathi, ED, Materials Management, RSP, graced the concluding function as the chief guest, while Mr. Gurminder Singh, GM in charge pipeline, was the special guest of the function. Also present on the occasion were Ms. Manman Mitra, GM CSR, Mr. TB Topo, AGM CSR, Mr. Bicha Menj, Sarpanch, Zilla Parishad representative, other officials of CSR, SHG group members and village elders. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Tripathi highlighted the richness of tribal culture and tradition and commended the efforts of CSR Department of RSP for promoting the cultural heritage of the region. The chief guest also presented the first, second and third prizes to the winners of the dance competitions. Lakshmi SHG group of Sarubahal village emerged as champion of the Bisra Block Dance Festival and won cash award of Rs 5,000 and the champion trophy. Budil Jore group from Tungretoli village bagged the second prize and consisted of cash award of Rs 4,000 and a trophy. The third prize, that carried a cash prize of Rs 3,000 and a trophy, was presented to Sangeeta group of Kendutoli village. The judges were also felicitated on the occasion. Consolation prizes of Rs 1,500 were also given to each of the remaining participating groups. The event was organized by the CSR Department of RSP with the support of Jyoti Mahila Self-Help Group of Koparanda Village. A large number of villagers from neighboring areas enjoyed the dance extravaganza. It is worth mentioning here that as a part of its CSR initiatives, RSP organizes the Synergy Lok Sanskritik Mahotsav every year. The zonal level competitions are organized in 4 blocks and the final round of the competition is being organized at Rourkela.
As a part of the Safety Management Initiative, Project Nishchay, launched at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant RSP, a feedback session on safety cultural transformation workshop was chaired by Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, Director in Charge RSP, in the presence of Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works at Gopabandhu Auditorium on 29th November 2022. The event was attended by Chief General Managers and HODs of various units from across the plant. The main objective of the program was to develop an integrated organization structure for governance for producing accident-free steel. Addressing the senior officers present on the occasion, Mr. Bhaumik emphasized upon the importance of formation of various committees and stressed upon the role of leadership, attitude, mindset and commitment towards safety, as these are the vital components to ensure safety in every aspect of one's life. He also focused on prioritizing safety to step up the plant's performance, production, profitability and viability with sustenance. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Suryavanshi highlighted the advantages of Nishchay initiative in assessing the gaps and bridging it for creating robust safety system within the organization. He spoke about the need of root cause analysis, safety inspection, safety promotional activities and emergency preparedness to ward off the safety hazards. A brief presentation was made on the overview of the leadership feedback initiative by Mr. Raja Debnath, consultant of Messrs. E&Y, giving an insight regarding the roadmap for the implementation of the safety management procedures. It was followed by open house discussion in which several questions were raised, which were clarified by Mr. Debnath. It is noteworthy that Messrs. E&Y Safety had conducted a detailed survey to map the safety consciousness amongst the workforce to identify gaps at the workplace. A roadmap to bridge those gaps have been chalked out so as to make the workplace better and safer with the ultimate objective of zero harm. Focused safety campaigns have also been rolled out, which include conducting cascading sessions in different departments, deep structured one-on-one interactions with department heads, and focused group discussions involving executives and workmen. At the outset, Mr. A.K. Panda, GM Safety, delivered the welcome address. Mr. Abkash Behra, GM Safety, proposed a formal vote of thanks. Ms. Ankita Bilung, Manager RCL, anchored the program. Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, Director in Charge, Rourkela Steel Plant RSP, inaugurated the two-day 18th Inter-School Science Exhibition 2022 organized at Ispat English Medium School, Sector 20 of RSP on 29th November. Mr. P.K. Satpathy, ED PNA, Mr. A.K. Nayak, CGM, TA and CSR, and other senior officers of RSP, students and teachers from different schools as well as parents were present on the occasion. Mr. Atanu Bhaumik went round the exhibition and took a keen interest in the exhibits, interacted with the students about their projects. The theme for this year's exhibition is Science for Sustainable Living. 24 schools of Rourkela are participating in the event. 300 students are presenting 150 projects under 3 categories in the exhibition. The participants are showcasing their scientific acumen through a number of innovative projects based on the themes like resource management, agriculture and organic farming, health and cleanliness, transport and communication, digital and technological solutions, waste management and mathematical modeling and many more. The program is slated to conclude with a formal valedictory function on 30th November.
A session of prayers and awareness program for contract workmen was organized on 29th November 2022 at Central Power Training Institute of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant. In all, 57 contract labor attended the program. Mr. Sanjay Dev, GM Personnel, facilitated the interaction session and spoke about the importance of the session and clarified various doubts of the contract labor pertaining to benefits, statutory provisions like ESI and Provident Fund, etc. Special emphasis was laid on safety, and a session on behavioral-based safety was taken by Mr. Avinash, Senior Manager Personnel. He highlighted the importance of safe working practices and the roles and responsibilities related to the safety at the work spot. Mr. S.K. Lenka, Labour Inspector Personnel CLC, briefed the participants on rights, benefits, responsibilities and issues such as wage structure, bank payment, pay slip, ESI and PF coverage, medical benefits, etc. Mr. M.K. Pradhan, Labour Inspector Personnel CLC, dealt with various provisions of SA 8000 like child labour, forced labour, provision of health and safe working environment, rights, discrimination, working hours, safety, wages, etc. through movies, video clippings and stories. Mr. S.K. Lenka coordinated the program. Notably, Prayas is a communication program being organized by RSP for contract workmen working in RSP for their welfare, wherein standards and provisions are explained to them in a simple and lucid manner. The employees who superannuated from the company's service on 30th November were accorded fond farewell at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. In all, 32 employees including 1 executive were bid farewell. In a function organized at Civic Center, the employees and their spouses were also present on the function. Mr. Dhirendra Mishra, GM in charge Personnel Works, was the chief guest of the function and presented gifts and service certificates to the superannuating employees. He extended his best wishes for the second innings of their life and advised them to stay active physically and mentally as well as develop some creative or recreational hobbies. Dr. P.K. Sahu, GM Personnel, was the guest of honor on the occasion. In his address, he emphasized on proper utilization of time and money. Mr. K. Panda, Labour Inspector, welcomed the gathering and coordinated the program, while Mr. Rajiv Mukherjee, Senior Manager Personnel, proposed a vote of thanks. In a similar function held at Mount Club, Bolani, Mr. Joydev Chattopadhyay, CGM BOM, handed over the service certificates and token gifts to 4 superannuating employees: Vijay Kevin Ghosh, GM P&A Bolani Ore Mines coordinated the function.
Detail. Ms. Soma Mondal, Chairman SAIL, inaugurated the attractive pavilion put up by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant in the ongoing Make in Odisha conclave at Bhubaneswar. Present on the occasion were Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, DIC, RSP and other senior officers of SAIL. It is worth mentioning here that the Make in Odisha conclave, Odisha's flagship global investors meet, is being held from 30th November to 4th December 2022. The SAIL chief took a keen interest in the panels and audio visuals on display. The pavilion is showcasing the genesis and growth of the company in association with the state of Odisha. In tune with the theme of this year's conclave, digitized technology is being used in the SAIL RSP Pavilion. While many people are participating in the online steel quiz showcased through a touchscreen panel, some others are evincing curiosity in the touchscreen video wall that can access online data regarding the company. The main attraction is the hockey selfie point with a hockey stick and a ball kept in view of the upcoming World Cup hockey to be held in Bhubaneswar and Rourkela. The Steel Melting Shop 1, SMS1 of Sale Rourkela Steel Plant, produced 1878 tons of crude steel on 30th November 2022 to set a new record in single-day production. The department equaled the previous best record of making 27 blows to achieve the feat. It also clocked the best sequence of 29 hits in the process. The total metal input for the month was all-time best of 1131 kg per ton, which was better than the ABP target. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, RSP, visited the department on 1st November 2022 to congratulate the collective. He, along with other senior officers of the plant, interacted with a representative group of SMS1 led by Mr. R.K. Patro, CGM SMS1. Commending the unflinching efforts of the collective, Mr. Suryavanshi urged the employees to strive further and make all-out efforts to meet the set targets. The collective, on their part, assured the senior officers that they will leave no stone unturned to live up to their expectations. It is noteworthy that SMS1, commissioned in the early 60s, was the pioneer in LD steel making in India. The unit has the distinction of making special grade steel which finds application in wide range of defense and other important projects.
The competence test for ED Works Skill Excellence Award commenced at HRDC on 1st December. Around 250 applicants have applied for the competition this year. Ms. Rajashri Banerjee, CGM HRD, chaired the inaugural program of the competition. She spoke about the importance of the competition that recognizes the expertise of individuals who also showcase their skills at the national level to bring laurels for the company. The inaugural program was attended by the technical committee members and the instructors of different trades of HRD. The different trades for which tests are being conducted are turner, fitter, hydraulics technician, welder, electrician, electronics mechanic, COPA and instrumentation. It is noteworthy that COPA and instrumentation streams have been introduced for the first time this year. The program is being coordinated by Mr. L. Marandi, Assistant Manager, HRD, under the supervision of Mr. H. Patish, GM, HRD. It is worth mentioning that the award was introduced in the year 2011-12 for the non-executive employees in order to encourage and recognize excellence in skills. It may be noted that the first position holders of different trades are nominated to represent RSP in the CII Work Skills competition. 30 dance troupes from different villages of Kuarmunda block enthusiastically participated in the zonal level competition of Synergy Lok Sanskritik Mahotsav organized by the CSR Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant RSP at Putri Khaman village on 30th November 2022. Mr. Ajay Kumar Naik, CGM, TA and CSR RSP graced the concluding function as the chief guest, while Mr. N.K. Nanda, CGM Internal Audit, was the special guest of the function. Also present on the occasion were Ms. Munmun Mitra, GM CSR, Mr. T.B. Topo, AGM CSR, Mr. Naresh Surin, Sarpanch, Putri Khaman Gram Panchayat, other officials of CSR, SHG group members and village elders. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Nayak highlighted the richness of tribal culture and tradition and commended the efforts of CSR Department of RSP for promoting the cultural heritage of the region. The chief guest also presented the first, second and third prizes to the winners of the dance competitions. Dumangiri Village Group emerged as champion of the Kwarmunda Block Dance Festival and won cash award of Rs 5,000 and the champion trophy. Dance troupe of Hatebahal village, Birmitrapur, bagged the second prize that consisted of a cash award of Rs 4,000 and a trophy. The third prize that carried a cash prize of Rs 3,000 and a trophy was presented to dance troupe of Sialzur village. The judges were also felicitated on the occasion. Consolation prizes of Rs 1,500 were also given to each of the remaining participating troops. The event was organized by the CSR Department of RSP with the support of Ujala Self-Help Group of Putrikaman village. Ms. Munmun Mitra welcomed the gathering while Mr. T.B. Topo proposed a formal vote of thanks. The event was facilitated by the CSR team of RSP. A large number of villagers from neighboring areas enjoyed the dance extravaganza. It is worth mentioning here that as a part of its CSR initiatives, RSP organizes the Synergy Lok Sanskritik Mahotsav every year. The zonal level competitions are organized in 4 blocks and the final round of the competition is being organized at Rourkela.
With this, we come to the end of this news bulletin. Namaskar.